it's time to get the hell out of this cave.
Really weird is that all the lights are on. So that tells me that there's still something active here.
Are you seeing this? I'm not supposed to be here.
Emerging from tunnels.
Oh God.
Hiding in the caves.
I don't see anything.
And lurking in the shadows of abandoned ruins.
Oh, that is creepy weird.
Oh.
These creatures left people in shock. So, hang on for the craziest encounters with the creepiest creatures ever caught on camera, because once you watch, you'll see why no one can explain them. Crawling creepy. A group of friends was exploring an old house deep in the woods when they started hearing strange, creepy cries. Their curiosity got the best of them, and they moved toward a closed door. When they opened it, they were frozen in fear. Standing in front of them was a humanoid creature. Its front legs were bent weirdly, making it look like it was crawling on all fours. The thing started moving toward them slowly, but in an aggressive way. Realizing they were in a serious situation, they slammed the door shut. The creature didn't follow, almost like it just wanted to protect its space. They left in a hurry and called the police, but when they checked, there was no sign of it. Beneath the earth.
Honestly, just like a little cave or something. I don't know. There are stairs down there.
This hiker came across an underground tunnel that gave me an absolute jump scare. He was out hiking in some remote woods when he spotted this weird opening. Of course, he had to check it out, and what he found made everything even crazier.
But then the entrance is it's just strange.
The tunnel had stairs. At first, he hesitated, unsure whether to go down there, but then he gathered his nerves and went for it.
Jesus.
As he walked through, he discovered hidden rooms that were seriously creepy. Watching it, I couldn't help but think these tunnels were made for something extraterrestrial, or maybe something far darker. The guy was just as freaked out, and after filming, he didn't waste any time running out of there.
Are you seeing this? I'm not supposed to be here.
Tunnel monster. A man was exploring some caves in Latin America when he captured something truly unsettling on video.
Mira, ¿qué es eso? ¿Cómo viste ahí abajo? ¡De la tierra!
While navigating one of the dark passages, he spotted a massive, demonic creature peering out from the shadows. It looks like this thing lives deep underground. Thankfully, the creature didn't seem to charge at him. It looked more like it was warning him to back off, almost as if it was guarding its territory. The guy was completely confused, trying to figure out what the creature was planning. Before it could do anything more, though, he decided to make a quick exit, leaving the creature to do its thing and running for safety.
Mira, ¿qué es eso? ¿Cómo viste ahí abajo? ¡De la tierra!
Shaft Crypted. This chilling clip from a YouTube channel captures what looks like a shadowy figure hiding in a cave. At first, all you notice is darkness and the faint outline of something with glowing eyes. Then, as the camera zoomed in, the figure stepped into the light. What it reveals is a gaunt, humanoid form that's downright unsettling.
I don't see anything.
Before you can process what you're seeing, it retreated back into the shadows, leaving nothing but questions. Some undiscovered cave-dwelling creature? Or something not of this world? What's your take on this eerie encounter?
I don't see anything.
Real dragon evidence. Ever heard the saying, don't look behind you or it'll catch you? Well, this guy learned the hard way while exploring a cave. As he was about to leave, he turned around and he saw a huge, horned beast staring him down. He was sure he'd seen a dragon. Before that, he had found something pretty strange on the ground. This weird blob and some skeletal remains of an unknown creature. He grabbed a piece of it, but it didn't help much. Now, caves like this are already famous for being protected by giant dragons, so maybe those remains were from someone who tried to take something from the cave. Tunnel scare. A lone explorer, brave enough to dive into a mysterious tunnel system hidden away due to trespassing laws, was about to face something wild. As he entered deeper, he came across not one, but two strange creatures hiding in the shadows. One of them seemed to eye him curiously before disappearing into the darkness. And then came the scream. A sound so creepy, it gives you chills just thinking about it. This guy walked over 10 miles through those eerie tunnels, feeling like something was watching him the whole time. The deeper he went, the stronger that feeling got. And finally, honestly, this is one of those stories that keeps you hooked and wanting more. Encrypted. In this creepy video, a guy shined his flashlight toward a tiny cave opening, and what he saw was seriously unsettling.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
A shadowy figure with just one glowing eye peeked out, its head tilted to the side. Half of its body was visible, while the other half stayed hidden behind the cave. Honestly, it gave me the chills. Could this have been a Sasquatch or some other cryptid? The way it looked and moved definitely made you think it's real. Siren Underwater. This guy was out exploring a remote cave, somewhere no one had probably stepped foot before, when he spotted something underwater, and it wasn't just any ordinary creature. As he moved closer with his light, the shadows shifted, and then the face of this thing came into view. I'm not kidding. It was so creepy, I nearly yelled, "Siren!" Its strange, unsettling features were straight out of a horror movie. Was it some underwater monster or something we're not supposed to see? Honestly, just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. Rake sighting. Late one night, a traveler pulled into a motel to rest. While stepping outside for a smoke, he heard a strange, persistent noise coming from nearby. He decided to check it out, but what he found under a bridge was anything but normal. There, lurking in the shadows, was a creature known as the Rake. Instead of chasing him, it just let out a menacing growl. It was like the creature was saying, "Not tonight." And feeling the threat, the man quickly backed off, choosing to head back to safety. And honestly, that was probably the smartest move he could have made. Tunnel creature. What on earth is this creature lurking in the tunnel? An alien? A cryptid? Or something even creepier? In this leaked footage, you can see people cautiously approaching this eerie figure. They were calling it a cryptid, and honestly, it looked like they were planning to capture it, maybe even run some experiments on it. No one knows who uploaded this footage, and it left everyone baffled. If you ask me, the truth behind this might be way darker than we can imagine. Carvings mystery.
Oh, that is creepy weird.
A group of adventurers decided to explore a dense forest, all because of some crazy rumors about an ancient ruin hidden among the trees. They pushed their way through overgrown trails and thick bushes, and guess what they found? The ruins of a forgotten civilization, right there in front of them. The carvings on the walls were freaky. Some looked like eerie remains, others like skulls, and one even looked like a cyclops.
What? There's a cyclops? Oh yeah. There's a cyclops.
I mean, seriously, talk about creepy. And even after having the weird vibe and signs of modern life nearby, they just had to know more about the strange history behind this place.
Oh, this is the Welsh dragon. Oh yeah. What is this place? I like it.
Creepiest cave resident. A cave dweller was discovered, and let me tell you, it freaked everyone out. While working deep in the cave, the team came across this creepy creature with huge, bulging eyes and a long, thin body that gave off some seriously eerie vibes. The workers were ready to run, but they stopped in their tracks when they realized the creature wasn't attacking. It just seemed really curious about them. After capturing the whole thing on camera, the big question is, what is this thing? Well, watching the footage, it sure looks like a zombie that's made this dark cave its home. Creepy glow. One night, a guy was walking through the woods when he noticed something that scared him badly. At first, he thought it was just a wild animal hiding in the shadows. But when he looked closer, it wasn't anything normal. It was this skinny, black figure with huge, shiny eyes that almost seemed to glow. He just stood there, completely frozen, watching it. It didn't charge or even move toward him. It just stared back, almost like it was curious about him too. Eventually, the guy decided not to stick around and slowly backed away. Now he doesn't know whether it was some ghost or something out of this world. Colombian Cave Crypted. Two explorers deep inside a Colombian cave when suddenly a loud noise echoed through the walls. Naturally, they became curious, so they rushed toward it, flashlight shaking in the dark. Here's what they found. Something strange was lying on the cave floor. But guys, it gets even weirder. As they moved deeper into the cave, they spotted a creepy creature hiding in the shadows. Then, the creature opened its eyes, stood up, and both of them ran out of there. Hours later, they come back, but the creature's gone. What they found suggests it could have been some kind of alien hiding out in that cave. Pharoh People. One night, a guy was out for a walk near the woods when something caught his eye. At first, he thought it was just an animal, but as he got closer, he saw it. This tall, skinny figure with glowing eyes, staring straight at him. He was really scared, not sure what to do. The creature just stood there, staring at him without moving. It felt like time was frozen. Slowly, he backed up and realized this might be one of those feral people, completely cut off from the world. He realized some things are better left alone, so he quickly turned and got out of there. You don't mess with stuff like that. Cave secret. A group of explorers was filming their hike when they noticed a cave high up on a cliff. They zoomed in with their camera, and what they saw left them speechless.
What the hell?
There, standing at the entrance of the cave, was a humanoid figure. Its head was glowing so brightly that its face was completely hidden and was shining like a light, which made this scene more creepy. A cryptid? An alien? Who knows what could be lurking in those mountains? If you guys have any idea what this creature actually is, so drop your thoughts in the comments below. The Kaiju Skin M. A researcher recently made a bizarre discovery in a cave, revealing a giant creature unlike anything seen before. This strange, yellow insect was skinny, with a crab-like body and dark patches on its shell. It had tentacles and moved quickly on its many legs, crawling around like it was exploring its territory. Soon it turned out, this creature was a Kaiju Skin M, a mutated version of a regular mite. Scientists believe it was altered by environmental toxins and radiation. It's hard not to wonder how pollution and radiation are changing life on Earth, leading to the creation of these strange, terrifying beings. Nutria. One night in Texas, a guy was out for a walk when something felt off. He followed the vibe and ended up near a cave. That's when he spotted it. A strange creature huddled in the shadows, looking scared and definitely out of place.
What on earth is this? What kind of creature is this?
And let me tell you, this wasn't just any ordinary animal. Its claws looked like bird talons, but its body screamed giant rat. It was like nature decided to mash up a rat and a bird and call it a day. And just when this footage hit the internet, people went nuts. Some are convinced it's just a Nutria rat, which are common in Texas. But honestly, have you seen those claws? It's hard not to think it might be some kind of hybrid. Forbidden Hole. Check this out. This creepy video shows a group of explorers diving into the mysterious tunnels of Project Reese, and they come across something seriously strange. As they make their way through the dark, tight passages, their camera catches a little figure sprinting on two legs. Let's rewind that. Okay, now that's wild. Instead of facing our explorers like any brave creature would, it ran down a side tunnel faster than you can blink. Maybe it was just camera shy, or maybe it realized it was dealing with some serious adventurers and didn't want to mess with them. Either way, if it's ready for round 2, I think we know who's winning. Cave Witch.
لا بسم الله لا 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 لا.
A brave explorer set out to confront a legendary witch rumored to haunt an ancient ruin. As he got closer, he began hearing some strange sounds echoed through the eerie stillness.
لا بسم الله لا 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 لا.
The witch, hidden in the shadows, watched every step he took. He tried to film her, hoping to stop her magic, but she was too quick, slipping into the dark tunnels. With a curse, she caused rocks to fall, blocking his escape. The screen suddenly went black. Miraculously, he emerged safely. I guess if he hadn't made it out, we wouldn't be watching this video right now, right? Winged creature. A guy was exploring this super remote cave when he spotted someone standing on top of a cliff. At first, he mistook him as a human, but as he got closer, something felt off. He realized it's not a person at all. It was some weird creature with human features and, get this, wings on its back. The creature jumped across to the other side. Of course, the daring guy, and just as he got to the edge, the thing stood up. And trust me, its face was really not something you would want to run into in the middle of nowhere. Then, with a dramatic swoosh, it spread its wings and just flew off, leaving the guy standing there in shock, probably wondering if he just imagined the whole thing. Alien Crypted. No one who's seen this video has a solid explanation for what's going on, and honestly, I'm just as confused as everyone else. What kind of creature is this? Found deep in a secret tunnel, it completely freaked out the guys who stumbled upon it. Its slimy, creepy body, and those bizarre eyes that blink and disappear into its head. It's the stuff of nightmares. Netizens were sure that it's the result of some experiment gone horribly wrong, and maybe someone ditched it in the tunnel to hide the evidence. And yes, they could be right, too. Paranormal Cave. A chilling video recently surfaced showing two miners deep inside a dark cave. One of the men seemed to suddenly freeze, completely motionless. As a third person filmed, the leader of the group pointed toward a dark tunnel, where it appeared something strange was hiding. He quickly began performing some kind of ritual, slowly approaching the frozen man. Gently, he covered the man's eyes to help him snap out of the bizarre trance, but the man collapsed unconscious, falling to the ground. Soon after, a rescue team arrived, and both miners were taken to the hospital. The cave was sealed off, and the incident remains a mystery. Hell opening. Have you seen that creepy video everyone's talking about online? It shows a group of miners standing in an old, crumbling shaft, looking super nervous, like the place could collapse any second. You can almost feel the scene's tension through the screen. Netizens were sure that they had found hell. And to make things even weirder, workers began hearing sounds of people screaming and crying in the background, which makes it feel like something straight out of a horror movie. To be honest, this video really messed with my head, asking what's real and what's straight up terrifying. Skinny beings. A shocking video has recently surfaced showing what looks like 2 or 3 aliens walking around inside the secretive area. The footage seems to have been taken in complete secrecy, and it's quickly gaining attention online. People are now coming with their own theories about alien life and the hidden truths that might be buried in this mysterious military base. As more people analyze the video, the belief in the existence of Area 51. What do you think, guys? I'm pretty sure you guys must have heard of it before. Left Behind. Some adventurous folks were exploring the woods when they saw something they couldn't believe. They managed to capture footage of a creature trying to hide from them. And honestly, it looked like an alien. I mean, just look at its eyes, and the way it was sitting there. It seemed like this poor being had been abandoned by its companions and left to survive all alone. The guys were understandably freaked out, unsure about their safety. So they made a smart move and decided to get out of there fast. Wouldn't you do the same? Supernatural Cave. A cameraman stumbled upon a cave that's got people talking, and here's why I'm calling it supernatural. As he passed by, something caught his eye that seemed way too strange to ignore. I mean, come on, could this be a secret alien portal hidden deep inside the cave? Now, after watching this footage, some people say it's just a weird reflection. But honestly, isn't that light way too bright for a simple reflection? You decide whether this be a supernatural portal, or is it just some light playing tricks on us? Creepy find. A strange little creature was found deep in a remote tunnel, leaving the man totally baffled. Its appearance was downright eerie. Big, round eyes, a wide open mouth, and a body completely covered in fur, even though it looked like a newborn. Now, we all know baby animals are usually born hairless, so this was definitely odd. With its mix of baby-like features, those huge eyes, and weird expressions, it had everyone scratching their heads, with some calling it a weird mutation, while others calling it something extraterrestrial. Well, it really left everyone freaked out. Construction surprise! Some construction workers got a shocking surprise that made them bolt out of the cave faster than you could imagine. While digging, they noticed something moving inside. At first, they thought it was just a snake, but then they realized it was so huge, it just kept going. They later guessed it was a giant serpent around 200 feet long. Honestly, I wouldn't even dream of stepping foot near a cave that's home to a creature like that. The thought of a monster-sized snake lurking in there? No thanks. Secret happening. At Tonopah Test Range, some construction workers stumbled across something downright bizarre in the sewers. It wasn't just any fish. It had razor-sharp teeth and a creepy second mouth filled with human-like teeth. It was so freaky that the workers ran out of there, but not before getting some footage. And let me tell you, that video spread like wildfire online. Now the internet's buzzing with theories. Some are calling it the glorp, while others swear it's the legendary Great Ohio Rizzler fish. Personally, I'm thinking this could be a real deal sea monster. What do you think about this spooky find? Surprising intruder. In a quiet South American neighborhood, a routine attempt to unclog a stubborn pipe turned into a story no one would forget. A local man, determined to fix the issue, came across a jaw-dropping discovery: a massive snake coiled inside the pipe. Judging by its huge size, it was likely an anaconda, and it seemed to have made the underground plumbing its personal highway, possibly hunting for unsuspecting prey. The thought of this giant serpent slithering into homes sent shivers through the community. Thankfully, the locals acted quickly, managing to remove the creature safely. Imagine the chaos if it had gone unnoticed any longer. Tunnel Sinister. Rumors about dark tunnels hiding creepy, bizarre creatures drove one curious guy to investigate for himself. What he found was beyond my imagination. A massive, eerie creature with tiny tentacles sprawling from its body, giving it an unearthly, otherworldly vibe. People believed it could be a mutated octopus, while others were convinced it was an extraterrestrial being. Given the history of strange discoveries in London's tunnels, it's tempting to think this could be an undiscovered species, a true creepster lurking where no one dares to look. Slender Man. While hiking in the mountains, a man spotted something unusual. A towering, slender figure on a nearby peak. At first, it seemed like it might be doing push-ups or some weird stretching routine, but nope, that wasn't it. Turns out, locals in the area have reported seeing this same creature before. According to them, whenever it's caught doing those strange movements, it's gearing up for a hunt. The man filming decided not to stick around to find out if the rumors were true. Honestly, can you blame him? Sometimes, curiosity isn't worth becoming the next meal. Surprise Crypted. A man set up his camera in the woods one night to see what kind of creatures roamed around, and what he caught on film was absolutely wild. What on earth is this creature in the cave? A piglet? A mouse? Or something totally unknown? Well, this animal sneaks up to the camera, and honestly, it looked like Pikachu's long-lost cousin. The internet went nuts, with everyone throwing out guesses and theories about what this mystery creature could be. Of course, my curiosity got the better of me, and after some digging, I found out it's actually a golden brush-tail possum. This little guy lives in the forest, and definitely knows how to make an entrance. Secret bunker. A young boy, curious about the old, secret bunker in his backyard that had always been surrounded by mystery, decided to investigate. Inside the dimly lit bunker, he spotted a skinny creature crouched down in the shadows. Its body was mostly hidden, but the boy could make out its human-like hands and feet. What really caught his eye, though, were its oddly shaped rectangle ears sticking out from its head. Realizing this wasn't something he could handle on his own, the boy carefully backed away and rushed to get his family. But by the time they got back, the creature was gone, leaving behind only strange leftover material that didn't seem to belong to anything they knew. Shocking monster! Okay guys, so check this out now. A security camera in someone's backyard caught something straight up terrifying. It's all legs, like no upper body at all. This thing moved across the screen in a weirdly smooth way, like it's gliding. No sound, just this creepy, silent crawl. But after investigation, the owner didn't know anything. What was that creature? And where'd it go? It's a secret that still has them and us spooked. Hibernating mystery. Some workers were digging into the ground when they came across something that looked like it came straight out of a Harry Potter movie. They uncovered these weird, tightly packed creatures buried deep in the dirt, giving off this super eerie, ancient vibe. Initially, everyone was totally freaked out, trying to figure out what they're looking at. But after taking a closer look, they realize these aren't cursed relics or some creepy creatures. Nope, just Asian softshell turtles taking a long nap in the mud. Phoenix bird. While snapping photos of the forest below, a hiker accidentally caught a jaw-dropping sight. Two massive, snow-white birds soaring through the sky. And guys, they weren't your typical birds either. Their long, flowing tails and graceful flight looked exactly like something out of a fairy tale. Phoenixes. Yeah, the mythical kind. When he shared the video online, it went viral instantly. People were stunned, with some even planning trips to see the area for themselves. I know you guys are thinking that could these really be phoenixes? Honestly, I don't know about you, but it sure feels like these legendary birds are starting to show up in our world. Kaido. Now that's something really crazy found in Thailand. Is it a snake? A rat? Or a real-life Kaido? Straight out of a storybook? A couple of fishermen found it in the underwater tunnel, somehow managed to catch it, and then showed it to the crowd. Everyone was freaking out, trying to figure out what it even was. Seriously, after watching the footage, I'm sure it's Kaido. Even the locals who saw it were convinced it was a real-life Kaido. After that, they handed it over to wildlife officials, but no one knows what happened to it after that. Pegasus. Some clips are just too crazy to believe, and trust me, this one is wild. It got leaked online, and the internet totally lost it. The video, filmed in the woods, shows horses, but not just any horses. These ones have wings. At one point, you can even see one of them land after flying. Honestly, I couldn't help but shout, Pegasus! You know, the winged horse from Greek mythology. It's hard to wrap your head around, but watching this clip makes you start to wonder if some myths might actually be real. Sewer creature. Some tunnel workers got the shock of a lifetime while on the job. Out of nowhere, a strange creature with glowing eyes appeared, slowly creeping toward the camera. Its eyes lit up in the dim light, staring straight. Just as one of the workers got closer, the creature disappeared into the darkness, leaving everyone watching the video on edge, wondering what happened next. Well, turns out it was all just an April Fool's prank by United Utilities. They made the creepy video to draw attention to a real issue in our sewers, fatbergs. Their message was to only flush the 3 Ps, pee, paper, and poo. Hey, if that's true, it's a pretty clever way to get the word out, don't you think? And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. In a remote village, the locals kept hearing these creepy, shrieking sounds.
I think it's time to get the hell out of this cave. I don't know what's living in here. I don't want to find out. Not that way.
Totally freaked out and worried for their safety, they did what anyone would, call the police. The officers, thinking someone might be in danger, headed out to investigate. But as they got closer, they realized the sounds were coming from this eerie tunnel no one had dared to enter before. Without hesitation, they decided to check it out. The tunnel was dark, cold, and gave off major horror movie vibes. Then, those shrieking sounds started up again, and much louder this time.
I think it's time to get the hell out of this cave.
That's when it hit them. No one was calling for help. The sounds felt more like a warning to get out. Honestly, I think they made the right call leaving. Because, let's be real, who knows what's lurking in tunnels like that? Cryptids, demons, or maybe something even scarier we can't even imagine. See you next time.